the ASC Weekly mini tournament. I've got nerd chills as I announce our two first competitors. We've got Complexity's Cruncher spawning as the orange Protoss. Cross positions, none other than 6 Jacks Vibe spawning as the green Zerg. I'm Tumba. Co-casting with me this evening is Vorapsack. Vorap, super excited. I can barely contain my emotions. How about you?
Yeah, pretty much the same, man. I've been talking to you all day. I've seen how excited you are, and I've got to say I'm right up there with you. These are players I've seen play in tournaments and stuff. I'm like, wow, these are cool. They're like professional StarCraft players. They're all cool and stuff. And now I load into a game lobby. They show up. We go into a game. I'm observing a game live with freaking Cruncher and Vibe, and I get to do commentary.
So awesome.
The best weekend ever.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, of course, Cruncher and Vibe, two top foreigners. For those of you just joining us after the Home Story Cup, welcome. You're tuning in just on time. This first match will be a best of 3. On the other side of the bracket, we have Destiny, as well as 6 Jacks DDE. And 2 of these players will face off for a $125 cash prize. Second place will get $75. Not bad for winning a best of 3 initially. I'd take it.
Yeah, man. It's a bigger prize than anything I've ever played in, much less come close to winning.
So we're seeing pretty standard from Cruncher.
The pylon block going down at the natural for the Zerg. Something that every Protoss player and their mom enjoy doing, but not their dad, because their dads aren't really into StarCraft, I guess.
Does go for the cancel, obviously, as the right as the spawning pool finishes. Saving those precious early game minerals.
Yeah, and I think he's going to put down a second one just to be just that much more annoying, blocking it down. Vibe putting 3 harvesters into gas, as per usual, and Cruncher with a little bit early second assimilator. So I'm going to see probably some early tech out of him, or else just a ton of sentries.
2 Zerglings are out, and the drone is pulled. Annoyance pylon does go down.
Gonna get cancelled in a second here. There it goes, cancelled it again. 4 Zerglings and a drone, more than enough to out-damage the growth rate of a pylon. Cruncher smartly saving 75 minerals there for himself. And Vibe gonna be able to get his hatch rate down and be a little bit happier now.
Absolutely. Vibe, one of those players that has extraordinarily high APM. But it's not just spammed APM, it's actually effective APM. So has the ability to multitask with the best of them, as he is one of the best of them, on foreign soil. A lot of foreigners making their way over to Korea here recently.
I think there are 3 of them. No, there's more than 3 of them playing in the team league this season. There are only a couple in the GSL proper right now, but that's just due partly to qualification issues from the FXO team and partly because Naniwa and Thorazane won't be playing until August. Ooh. Cruncher's got 4 guys in one of his assimilators over here. A little bit of an accident there. Vibe having pulled all of his off of gas entirely. Just wants Zergling speed. Doesn't need any more gas for anything right now. Gonna focus a lot on drones. Get a good economy up.
Yep, and actually Cruncher putting a gateway down at the bottom of the ramp to start his SimCity. Typically you'll see a forge there.
A nice force field to stop that drone from getting in there and seeing what's going on. Not a whole lot to prevent Vibe from seeing, but sometimes just preventing them from going up there is enough of a thing in itself to be worth doing that. And give them the sense that something sneaky is going down when in fact you're doing something totally standard. Like this Nexus, Vibe's gonna be... He's gonna see the Nexus, but he's not necessarily gonna trust it entirely. There's still definitely a chance.
Oh, like the old OGSMC versus July Zerg final. On this map, actually, where he pulled the old Nexus cancel.
Yep, it was cross positions as well.
Into a 4-gate, yeah. Absolutely.
But there's a forge going down. I don't think we're going to see anything too crazy like that. A Roach Warren for Vibe. Throwing some dudes back into that geyser down there. Down there, it's up there. Mid-main, whatever.
4 gates, 2 of which have been converted to warp gate now. Sentry count at 5. He's going to set up to just sort of turtle up here a little bit.
Interesting move. Chrono boosting his 2 warp gates right now so he can get that next round of warp ins just that much faster. I'm not sure what he wants those units out for that much earlier right now. He's warping in more sentries, and he's going to cancel the
There is the
Nexus.
cancel.
And yep, he's
Looks
going
like,
for it.
Looks like a bit of shenanigans. There are 4 gates, as I had mentioned. So looks like he will go for the Nexus cancel, and Vibe may not be privy to this.
Yeah, he has thrown down a 3rd hatchery. And the other thing is Cruncher stuck a pylon up there to complete the wall off into his main, so no Zerglings are going to be running by there anytime soon.
And he does have a proxy in the close by air position main, so he will be having reinforcements join in with his main force.
Wow, he's got a lot of pylons up, actually. He's got one in the 3rd, one down below the 3rd, and those Zerglings are going to have a hard time keeping up, but there's the army coming in, and Vibe just doesn't have a ton of units out right now. He's starting to build roaches, but he is supply blocked for a second. Going to get some more roaches as luck will permit, but he's losing a lot of Zerglings right now already.
Yeah, and here we go. We see the engagement about to happen as Cruncher now moving into Vibe's natural. Guardian Shield goes down.
Force field on the ramp to prevent any reinforcements from the main, so he's only going to have the 2nd hatchery and the 3rd hatchery to build his roaches out of for reinforcements, and there's just not a lot out here. There's a group of Zerglings, 9 Zerglings and a roach. The queen goes down, and that's a lot of zealots for just a couple of roaches and a bunch of Zerglings to try to deal with, especially with as many force fields as Cruncher has at his disposal, and I don't think Vibe's got a good chance of holding this very well right now. Those are weird force
he's
fields.
Definitely going to lose his 3rd, I think. It seems, though, that Cruncher's having a bit of a hard time prioritizing what exactly he would like to attack or trap. Vibe, I believe, has discovered the other proxy pylon, but there's not much he can do about to stop it right now, so he's focusing on just trying to go ahead and get as many units out to deal with this as possible.
Yep.
Cruncher.
And the hatchery does go down.
Cruncher in a very good position right now.
Yeah, and there's just nothing out for Vibe. He's just now tossing down 2 spine crawlers, but those are a really late thought, and I don't think it's gonna go anywhere good for him now. One of them gets taken out, the second one gets taken out, no cancels, and it just looks like it's pretty much over for Vibe trying to run up the ramp. There are force fields there. No Zerglings can get down, no drones can get up. Those are all going to be taken down. The hatchery falls, and I think we're gonna see a GG out of Vibe any second now.
Yeah, Queen Pop's kind of late, not going to do much good for him there. Having a very, very hard time dealing with these shenanigans from Cruncher. There's the GG. Cruncher takes the first game.
That's a really